is Mahidhar Katti from San Diego. And I have three announcements and notifications before we get started. Number one, yesterday's Pravachana has been uploaded on the YouTube channel for San Diego Satsanga. So please look for San Diego Satsanga channel on YouTube, and you should be able to find the first day's Pravachana. Number two, the same Zoom link will be used for the remaining series of the 5-day Pravachana. So please continue to join the Zoom link for the remaining days. And number three, if you have any questions, please hold off and send them to the three numbers we'll be posting on the chat window so that we can list them all, screen them, and go over them with Acharya on the final day. Thank you. Now, Acharya. Yeah.
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om. Indiravataramboja Rajahamsaya Vishnave Amandananda Sandoha Sundara Kartaye Namaha Dharma Vijnana Vairagya Paravaishwarya Shalinaha Ananda Tirtha Bhagavat Padan Vande Nirantaram Sapadmanabha Tirtharka Goganostu Drishe Mama Natattvamarge Gamanam Vina Yadupajivanam Pranamya Charanadvandvam Gurunam Tatkripapalat Vyakarishe Yathabodham Geeta Tatparya Nirnayam Samasta Guna Sampurnam Sarvadosha Vivarjitam Narayanam Namaskritya Geeta Tatparya Muchyate Devam Narayanam Natva Sarvadosha Vivarjitam Paripurnam Gurushchangi Tartham Vakshami Leshataha Ananda Tirthopadishto Nidhil Narayana Hvayaha Pradarshito Yena Samyak Jayatirtham Tamashraye Nauminyaya Sudhadikar Jayamunin Shripadarat Salmanin Vyasaryan Vividhagavanthi Viharan Shri Vadirajan Vande Hamsavaran Raghuttama Gurun Vidaktya Varam Vidhi Shri Satyavrata Raghavendra Munipan Saddodha Sadhyanapan Vidyayam Vibudhacharyam Vedajnanabdhi Chandiram Durmatadvanta Bhartandam Satyadhyana Munim Bhaje Satyabhidya Kalabjottan Panchashad Varsha Pujakan Satya Pramoda Tirtharyan Nauminyaya Sudharatan Shastreshu Paradrashvanam Shastradneshu Chavatsalam Dina Bhaktodharakaram Satyatmanam Gurum Bhaje. Vidyapitha Vidhataram Vidyavaridi Chandiram Vidyarthi Vatsalam Vande Mahamahima Satgurum Vidyapitha Vidhataram Vidyavaridi Chandiram Vidyarthi Vatsalam Vande Mahamahima Satgurum. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om. Yesterday, we were discussing about the Karma Yoga. The concept of Karma Yoga according to Shri Krishna. In a way, it is revolting, apparently, Vedic philosophy. Because apparently, Veda means Sakama Karma. Sakama Karma is the gist of all Karma Kanda. Apparently, it seems. And therefore, Krishna, Kamatmana Swargaparaha, Janma Karma Falapradam, Kriya Vishesha Bahulam, Yogaishwarya Gatim Prati, Yogaishwarya Prasaktanam, Tayapahrata Chetasam, Vyavasayatmika Buddhihi, Samadhavana Vidhiyate, Trigunya Vishaya Vedaha, Nistrigunya Bhavarjuna. In all these shlokas, he says, he goes against the Veda. Trigunya Vishaya Vedaha Nistrigunya Bhavarjuna. The Veda which preaches, where the injunctions are there, telling that you have to do the karma for the sake of Swarga. So, Swarga sadhana karmas are to be done by you because you have to attain Swarga. Swarga, Santana, Aishwarya, Rajya, and Bhoga, and so on. So, this is the purport of Bhagavad Veda, and Krishna says, you don't be swayed away by the Vedas. Don't think that you have to do the Sakama Karma. Who are Kamatmanaha, who have only the desire for the results, and they never care for their duties, they never care for moksha, they never think of devoting their life to God. Such people are necessarily, as per the Atharvana Upanishad, Gatagatam Kamakama Labhante. Imam Lokam Hinataram Va Vishanti. They go down and they suffer in Naraka. Therefore, you should not do karma at all. Sakama karma must be avoided. So Vedas purport, Sakama karma must be done. According to Krishna, Sakama karma should not be done. So apparently, when Krishna stood and said, told, preached that you should not go by the way of Vedas, it is only negating the Sakama karma, not the Nishkama karma. So it is a great stand on Krishna's part that everyone should avoid Sakama karma. Whoever wants emancipation, whoever desires moksha, whoever wants to attain Brahmadhyana, that is Aparoksha Dhyana, must avoid Sakama karma, because Sakama karma gives you Sakama Punya, and that Sakama karma, Sakama Punya, forces you to undergo only in the samsara all the happinesses. You have to enjoy in the samsara, either in Bhuloka or in Swarga, and then it is postponed. The moksha is postponed. Therefore, one should avoid Sakama karma and one should do only Nishkama karma. This is the Upadesha, this is the preaching of Bhagavad Gita or Sri Krishna Paramatma in Bhagavad Gita. So this, how to bring this in our life? Very difficult. It seems very difficult because we are surrounded by so many riddles, so many problems. We have to face every day so many sufferings. And we want to avoid all these sufferings. I want to get rid of this suffering, but except Sakama karma, I don't see any remedy for this. So we go on doing Sakama karma. Whenever we go to Matha, whenever we reach Raghavendra Swami Vrindavana, we pray and we request, we behest so many things. Our prayers are only for Santana, Ishwarya, Sampatti, this and that, and never of moksha, never of bhakti, never of dhyana. This is our predicament. Therefore, how to translate this idea, this concept of doing Nishkama karma in our life? In a way, it is very easy. In a way, it is very easy. If we go by way of Madhvacharya's preaching, which is found in a shloka, Konvishate pada saroja bhajam sudullabhurteshu chatrishvapeha tathapi naham pravarnomi bhuman bhavat padam bhoja nishevanadrite. There Madhvacharya says, whoever is devotee of God, whoever is nishkama without any desire, will get everything from God. God takes care of him. This is exactly the translation of Ananyas Chintayanto Mam Ye Janah Paryupasate Tesham Nityabhiyuktanam Yogakshemam Vahamyaham. I take care of them who are devout to me. So we need not pray, we need not request, we need not behest anything from him. We need not expect anything from him. Just if we do our devotion, if we surrender ourselves, if we do all samarpana, if we have that sharanagati, God takes care of myself and my family and my all relations. This is what Krishna has promised in Ananyas Chintayanto Mam, and that is the translation where we find Konvishate Pada Saroja Bhajam. This was the original shloka of Bhagavata, which is taken from Bhagavata in Tatparananaya. There we find that devotion is more than sufficient. Sakama Punya is not necessary at all. This is the highest standard. But we don't have that much patience. We don't have that much confidence. We don't have that dhairya to face the problems without doing sakama karma. So we always want to do the sakama karma and attain some sort of satisfaction. We feel that we are getting some results and all that. Yes, if you want to do sakama karma, you do it. But you should take care of moksha also. One has to continue moksha sadhana also. How the combination is possible? Satyatma Tirtha Swamiji used to say, many times he has said in his pravachana, he says, if you are doing 100% sakama karma, reduce it to 90% of sakama karma. At least 10% of sakama karma should be nishkama. Don't desire anything, but do some japa. Don't desire anything, do some seva, parayana, or dhyana, or pradakshina, or namaskar. So some portion of karma should be nishkama. Some portion can be, if you want, maybe sakama. We can go on reducing that number. Sakama karma, if it is 90%, after a year, it should be reduced to 80%. Like that, we can increase nishkama karma and we can decrease sakama karma, and ultimately we can do only and only nishkama karma, and we can surrender, do the samarpana of those karmas to God, and the Krishna is there to take care of our family, our livelihood, our health, our wealth, whatever we need in our life is taken care of by Lord Shri Krishna. Therefore, sakama karma should be reduced and nishkama karma must be introduced in our life. First of all, we have to introduce those things in our life because we don't do any nishkama karma. We don't do any nishkama karma. We must start nishkama karma. At least minimum for 10 minutes, we have to do nishkama karma. This is one message of Bhagavad Gita which is very important in our life, because without doing nishkama karma, there is no spiritual progress. It is not spiritual progress. All what we do in our life Vayustuti Purascharana for something, Sundarakanda Parayana for something, Vishnu Sahasranama for something. So many desires are there in our mind, and to fulfill those desires, we go on doing uh, different types of karmas, and we say we are spiritually evolved. How we can say we are spiritually progressed? It is not spiritual progress. By doing sakama karma, one cannot say, one cannot claim that he is spiritually evolved. Spiritual evolution is this, where the devotion is there without any desire from God. From the Almighty, you don't desire anything and do the duty, do the karma. That is what called spiritual evolution. Trigunya Vishaya Vedaha Nistrigunya Bhavarjuna Nirdvandvo Nitya Sattvasto Niryoga Kshema Atmavan. Many people think of themselves. They have worries. Krishna flatly denies worry is not the part of your sadhana. Worry should not be the part of your life. Chintam apanimeyam tam pralayantam upashyataha kamopabhoga paramaha etavatiti nishchitaha asha pasha shatair baddhaha kamakrodha parayanaha ihante kamabhogartham anyayena artha sanchayam, and so on. There he says, don't worry. I used to say, if there is Shraddha, there should not be Chinta. If there is Chinta, it shows there is no Shraddha. 100% Shraddha, 100% absence of Chinta, worry. If the Chinta is 100%, it means Shraddha is not there even for even of 1%. So Shraddha and Chinta are deadly against each other. If you have faith in God, at least you have to reduce that much Chinta. Rather, Shraddha itself removes your Chinta, your worry. So the worry, all the worries what we have in our samsara, they must be removed with the tool of Shraddha. Shraddha is a great instrument. Shraddha in God. Yoyat Shraddha Sayeva Saha. Satvaki, Rajasi Chaiva, Tamasi Cheti Tamshodu. 3 types of Shraddhas. Shraddha in Vishnu is Sattvika, and thus that Shraddha removes all our worries in our life. We can be full of devotion, full of faith, full of dhairya in our spiritual path, and we can lead best life in our every janma, whatever we get in future also. This is a training for the future. Every moment we have to train our mind, our activity, then we can improve, go on improving, even in future janma. Karma Yoga, according to Krishna's preaching, yesterday I was talking about the punya is necessary for our spiritual development. Punya is a currency like which has to be used everywhere. If we want to gain jnana, we must have nishkama punya. If we don't have nishkama punya, we cannot attain even the paroksha jnana. Paroksha jnana, that is the jnana we derive from Shastras. Shastras, when we read, they give highest knowledge of Brahman, ಬ್ರಹ್ಮನ ಗುಣ ರೂಪ ಅವಯವ ಕ್ರಿಯಾ. ರೂಪ ಅವಯವ ಗುಣ ಕ್ರಿಯಾ ಎಂಬ 4 ಪದಾರ್ಥಗಳಿವೆ. ಈ 4 ಪದಾರ್ಥಗಳ ಜ್ಞಾನವನ್ನು ನಾವು ಮಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ಳುವುದು ಸಾಧ್ಯವಾಗುತ್ತದೆ ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರಗಳಿಂದ. When we derive jnana from the shastra, we must have punya. If we do not have punya, we cannot gain paroksha jnana too. First of all, we must approach Guru. Tadvijnanartham sa Guru meva abhigachet. Samitpanihi shrotriyam brahmanishtam. Atharvanopanishad says we have to approach Guru. It is called as upasatti. Upasatti is with all humility you go and bow down to Guru and say, Shadhimam tvam prapannam. You do uddhara of myself. You bless me. You teach me. You preach me. You correct me. You lead me. And so on. Guruvatma Devataha. Guru is Devata. God is Devata. Guru is Devata. Thinking that Guru is Devata, if you surrender to him, Guru Shistitva Tadvara Jnanopadeshtre Namaha. Guru, the indweller of Guru, that is Paramatma, both will bless you and bless you with great knowledge. So if we have to get good Guru, correct Guru, ಶುದ್ಧ ಜ್ಞಾನ ಇದ್ದಂತಹ ಗುರುಗಳು ನಮಗೆ ಸಿಗಬೇಕಾದರೆ we must have abundant punya. Without that, we cannot have good Guru. Many gurus are available in present day. Even in earlier days, there were gurus. Good Guru is not, Sadguru is not available because who is Sadguru? Shrotriyam Brahmanishtam. Shrotriyam Brahmanishtam. Brahmanishta is devout to God. A person who has utmost devotion to God is called as Brahmanishta. Shrotriya, who has studied Shastras, Veda and Shastra in great extent, he is called as Shrotriya. Shrotriya is Chandodhite, who studied or who has studied Vedas, he is called as Shrotriya. So Guru must be a Shrotriya as well as Brahmanishta. Such Guru is available only with the Punya. Therefore, the Punya is necessary. Otherwise, we will have a fake Guru who doesn't have faith in God, who doesn't know any Veda, who doesn't know Shastra. If that Guru is made available to us, if we approach him, if he guides us, what will happen? Our fate will be worst than anyone. Therefore, with the help of Punya, we can get good Guru in our life, who will guide us in a proper way, teach us Veda, Mahabharata, Bhagavad Gita, Brahma Sutra, Ramayana, Pancharatra, and so on. So the Punya is necessary for getting good Guru. One. Secondly, if we have to interaction with him, that is, if he has to teach us every day Vedanta, there again the Punya is needed. Without Punya, without the help of Punya, without the support of Punya, we cannot have that Patha, what we call Patha or Pravachana, from Guru daily. We have seen many people who used to come for Patha and Pravachana, When the punya stops, when the stock of punya is not there, naturally they are transferred to some other place where there is no guru is available to them. No Pata Pravachana is available. No interaction is possible. No question and answers. And this phenomenon is discussed in Srimad Nyaya Sudha also. So it is only because of the punya we can get good guru and we can continue having the pata or pravachana or the interaction with him. This is the second part. Thirdly, it is there Srimad Tikacharya says, it is samagranugraha, teaching the whole Vedanta, blessing him so that he can develop his devotion and dhyana of God. It is all included in samagranugraha. Secondly, Guru goes on teaching Shastras. But the person's intellect is not well equipped. He doesn't understand. He doesn't understand the intricacies. Or he may not have interest in it. Or some people, practically, some people start sleeping just at the beginning of the Mangalacharana. We have seen. What does it show? It shows that he is lacking in punya. He doesn't have punya, therefore he cannot listen to the pravachana, listen to the pata attentively and grasp, understand and assimilate. The punya is necessary for understanding even. After understanding, assimilation. Proper assimilation is possible only with the punya. So see the punya. Shruti vipratipannate adasthasyate nischala samadha vachala buddhi sada yoga mamapsasi yada te moha kalilam buddhi vyatitanishyati tada gantasidi vedam shrotavyasya shrutasya cha. These two shlokas describe how the punya is necessary for in every step of sadhaka. In spiritual path, the punya is necessary. We have assimilated. We must have faith in what Guru teaches us. We must have faith in what Veda teaches us. If you don't have faith, it is all futile. It is of no use. Upanishad said, Brahma vidapnoti param. If you have Brahma Dhyana, you can attain Brahma. If I don't have faith in it, what is the use of understanding the Upanishad? Satyam Dhyanam Anantam Brahma. Vidyanam Anandam Brahma. Yacha kinchit jagat sarvam drishyate shruyate piva antarbahishcha tat sarvam vyapya narayana sthitaha. And so on. All these preachings are there. Great mahimas of Narayana. We understand through Upanishads or Gita or Brahma Sutra. But if you don't have faith in it, if you don't have belief in it, what is the use of understanding the Upanishad at all? Guru teaches me. I am taught by him. He preaches. I understand. But I am not convinced. This is the highest point we are reaching in the sadhana. The sadhana path, it is the highest point, getting convinced of things. Tikacharya in Prameya Deepika, in 13th chapter, he deals with Anubhavaroha. He says Anubhavaroha. Anubhavaroha is getting convinced of such doctrines or tenets of Upanishads and Bhagavad Gita or the Vedanta, and those tenets should be experienced to some extent. That Anubhavaroha requires ample sadhana, great deal of sadhana. Krishna says, Amanittam adambhittam ahimsa shanti arjavam acharyopasanam shaucham स्थैर्यम आत्मविनिग्रहः इंद्रियार्थे असक्ति रणभिष्वंगः पुत्रदार गृहादिषु नित्यंच समचित्तत्वम् इष्टानिष्टोपपत्तिषु मयि च अनन्य योगेन भक्तिरव्यभिचारिणी विविक्त देश सेवित्वम् अरतिर्जन संसदि अध्यात्म ज्ञान नित्यत्वम् तत्वज्ञानार्थ दर्शनम् एतद् ज्ञानम् इति प्रोक्तम् अज्ञानं यदतोऽन्यथा. If you want a conviction, if you want to get convinced of Vedanta, if you want to have faith in it, or Anubhavaroha, experience of something, then you must undergo all these sadhanas. Amanittam madambhittam. These are all called as jnanam. Jnanam means jnayate aneneti jnanam. Brahma can be known through all these sadhanas. Therefore, these are called as jnana. Jnana means jnana sadhanas. Exactly, this is the elaboration of the Talavakara Upanishad statement. Tapo damah karmeti pratishtha. Vedas sarvangani satyam ayatanam. Tapo damah karmeti pratishtha. Dama indriya nigraha must be there. Tapas should be there. Austerity and karma, the duties. If three things are there, then alone Brahmadhyana can be attained. Tapo damah karmeti pratishtha. If you attain Brahmadhyana, it has to remain with you. You should not forget it. For that, you have to do these sadhanas. Tapo damah karmeti pratishtha. This is what the Talavakara Upanishad says. Krishna elaborates it and he says, Amanittam adambhittam ahimsa kshantirarjavam. Amanittam adambhittam ahimsa kshantirarjavam acharyopasanam shaucham स्थैर्यम आत्मविनिग्रहः. So all these sadhanas are necessary for getting the Anubhavaroha. So Anubhavaroha is in spiritual life, spiritual path. It is certainly a great state of mind where he is convinced, he has conviction and he has experience what Vedas have taught him. Therefore, the punya is necessary for this state of mind. Later, after all these things, he will have 100% conviction of Shastra. It is only due to the rationality which is preached or taught in Vedanta. Bhagavan Vedavyasa, when he wrote Brahma Sutras, those sutras are just to teach how to be rational about the Vedas. Until Vedavyasa took Avatara and wrote this Vedanta Sutras, till then, it is only belief in Vedas. Vedas preaches and therefore we have to believe it. But Vedavyasa taught us how to rationalize the teachings of Vedas. It is in Vedanta Sutras, Abhimana Vyapadeshastu Visheshanugatibyam, and so on. There, Vedavyasa discusses about the Shruti Vakya, necessarily all Vedas. And he deduces the philosophy of the Vedas, each and every sentence with logic. Those logics are named as Upakrama, Upasamhara, Abhyasa, Apurvata, Phala, Arthavada, Upapatti. Shruti, Linga, Vakya, Prakarana, Sthana, Samakhya are the reasons through which we can discuss Veda Vakya or the purport of the Veda, and we can understand the real meaning of the Vedas. After understanding this Vedanta Sutras, where Vedavyasa defies Buddhism, Jainism, Shaivism, Sankhya, Yoga, Nayayika, Vaisheshika, and all other Charvaka, all these philosophies, and he sees to it that the devotee is convinced of Anadi Sat Sampradaya Parampara Prapta Srimad Vaishnava Siddhanta. He refutes. Refutations are there in second pada of second adhyaya in Vedanta Sutra, Brahma Sutras, where Sankhya Shastra, Nayayika, Vaisheshika, Charvaka, Shakti Mata, Shakta Mata, Shaiva, Jaina, Bauddha. In Bauddha, again, Vijnanamada, Shunyamada, Vaibhashika, Sautrati. All these philosophies are discussed and refuted. If you understand all these sutras with Bhashya and Tattva Prakashika or Shrimad Sudha, you are convinced, and that conviction is strongest conviction of Vedanta. Krishna refers this conviction in his one of his shlokas, Yadate Moha Kalilam Buddhir Vyatitarishyati. These are the Moha Kalila. Buddhir Vyatitarishyati. If you cross all these mohas coming from these Dushta Shastras, Tada Gantase Nirvedam Shotavyasya Shotasya cha. All your karmas, the punya which derived from all your karmas, are fruitful when you are convinced of Vedic philosophy. This is one. This is called as Paroksha Jnana Kashtha. Kashtha is the last level. Paroksha Jnana Kashtha. No doubt crops up in your mind. No confusion in your mind. You are convinced of this philosophy, and you say, though I cannot answer to every question, I am convinced that your argument is wrong. So refutation is possible, and you can only think of Vedantic philosophy, Vedantic doctrines, and that sadhana would lead you to the samadhi. When the samadhi is there, again, without punya, samadhi cannot be attained. Samadhi needs punya, highest amount of punya, highest amount of nishtama punya. Shruti vipratipanna te yadasthasyati nischala samadha vachala buddhi tada yogam avapsyasi. It is only the punya which leads you, which takes you to the great height of samadhi. In samadhi, the intellect or your mind is entering into trance. You are not disturbed by the external world. Not only not disturbed by the external world, but even you never feel that you are having body, mind, sense organs. Dehendriya manassugala abhimanavu iruvadilla. Because it is asampradnyata samadhi, you never feel that you are having a body. You never cognize the external time and place. ಭೇರಿ ತಾಡನ ಮಾಡಿದರೂ ಕೂಡ ಆನಂದವಾಗಿರ್ತದೆ. ಭೇರಿ ತಾಡನ ಮಾಡಿದರೂ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಮನಸ್ಸು ಚಂಚಲವಾಗುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. ಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲೇ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡು, ಭೇರಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ದೊಡ್ಡದಾದ ನಗಾರಿ, ಅದನ್ನ ಜೋರಾಗಿ ಬಾರಿಸಿದರೂ ಕೂಡ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಕೇಳಿಸುವುದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅಷ್ಟರ ಮಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಅವನು ಆನಂದದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಗ್ನನಾಗಿರ್ತಾನೆ. ಇಂಥ ಆನಂದದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಗ್ನತೆ ಅನ್ನುವುದು ಬರಬೇಕಾದರೂ ಕೂಡ ಪುಣ್ಯ ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಅವಶ್ಯಕ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ದ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್. ಯು ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟರ್ಬ್. ಯು ನೆವರ್ ನೋ. You never feel external world. You never sense the outer world. You only see God. You only see your ಬಿಂಬರೂಪ. ಆ ಬಿಂಬರೂಪದ ಜ್ಞಾನ ಏನಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ನಿರಂತರವಾಗಿ ಪ್ರವಾಹವಾಗಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಈ ವಿಧವಾದಂತಹ ಜ್ಞಾನವನ್ನ ಸಂಪಾದನೆ ಮಾಡುವುದು ಕೂಡ, ಈ ವಿಧವಾದ ಸಮಾಧಿಯನ್ನ ಪಡೆಯುವುದಕ್ಕೂ ಕೂಡ ಪುಣ್ಯ ವಿಶೇಷವಾಗಿ ಬೇಕು. ಇಫ್ ಪುಣ್ಯ ಡಸಂಟ್ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಯು, ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ಲಿ ಯು ಫಾಲ್ ಡೌನ್ ಇನ್ ಸಮಾಧಿ. ಸಮಾಧಿ ವ್ಯಾನಿಷಸ್. ಯು ಕೆನಾಟ್ ಸಿ ಗಾಡ್. ಯು ಲೂಸ್ ಹಿಸ್ ವಿಷನ್. ಬಿಂಬರೂಪ is out because punya is not supporting you. When there is no punya, no darshana of Bhagavan, no darshana of Bimbarupa. Again you have come down to the level of mundane world. Therefore the punya is necessary. And that punya is the purest punya, that is only derived from nishkama karma. If there is no nishkama karma, this purest punya cannot be attained, cannot be gained, cannot be acquired, and it cannot support you for continuing samadhi. That is why the great yogis, even when they enter the samadhi, because of the paucity of punya nishkama karma, they fall down and they don't have samadhi. That means they cannot continue samadhi. Prarabdha karmani vasyat. Prarabdha karma would come in. It is a great hurdle. It stops you from seeing God, from seeing Bimbarupa, having his darshana, and again you become a normal man like all others with kama, krodha and so on. So the punya is necessary from the beginning to the end. Of course, the punya is not necessary to enter the moksha. Madhvacharya says, to enter the moksha, punya is not necessary, which is very important. Because Bhaskaracharya alone says, jnana karma samuchchayavada. Jnana along with punya will give you the linga deha bhanga, is the philosophy of Bhaskaracharya. Without karma, without punya, only jnana cannot give you the moksha. But Madhvacharya says, tamevam vidwan amrta iha bhavati nanya panthaha ayanaya vidyate jnanenaiva parampadam. These are the pramanas which prove that no punya, no karma is necessary for moksha, that is linga deha bhanga. So the punya is not necessary for entering moksha. Again, after entering moksha, if you want to increase your anandatishaya, for the sake of anandatishaya, you must have punya after the aparokshadya. So the punya is necessary in every step of our life, in every step of spiritual path, even after the aparoksha dhyana, even after the moksha, if you have to increase the amount of quantum of ananda, one must have put. So the karma is necessary from the beginning to the end. Therefore, if you don't do karma, again the papa will come you, because error of omission. By error of omission, the papa will be there. It is called as pratyabhaya. So the immortal message of Bhagavad Gita and Upanishad, kurvanneve karmani jijivishet shatagam samaha evam toyin anyatetosti na karma lipyate nare. And that karma should be added with, should be augmented with the devotion. Matkarma mat paramaha mat bhakta sangavarjitaha nirvaira sarvabhuteshu yassa mameti pandava. So the karma yoga is very necessary for our spiritual progress, spiritual development, attaining aparoksha jnana, gaining aparoksha jnana, ultimately God's prasada and the moksha. Thank you. Naham karta, hari karta, tat puja karma chakhilam, tathapi matkrita puja, tat prasadena nanyatha, tat bhaktis tat phalam mahyam, tat prasada punah punah, karmanyaso bharavevam, vishnos tripti karasada, yas sarva guna sampurnah, sarvadosha vivarjitah, priyatam prita evalam, विष्णुर्मे परमसरत शुभान ध्यायन्ति एकामान गुरुदेव प्रसादजान इतरान आत्म पापोत्थान तेषाम विद्या फलिष्यति. श्री कृष्णार्पणमस्तु.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು ಆಚಾರ್ಯರೇ, ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮೂಡಿ ಬಂತು. ನಾಳೆ ಇದೇ ಸಮಯಕ್ಕೆ we will join again at the same time tomorrow.
With the same link.
ಆಚಾರ್ಯರಿಗೆ ಸಾಷ್ಟಾಂಗ ಪ್ರಣಾಮಗಳು.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ.
ಸರಿ, ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ.
ಸಾಷ್ಟಾಂಗ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರಗಳು ಆಚಾರ್ಯ.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ
ತುಂಬಾ ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಆಚಾರ್ಯ.
ಹರೇ ಶ್ರೀನಿವಾಸ. ಶೋಭಾ ಕವಿ.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಆಚಾರ್ಯ.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಆಚಾರ್ಯ.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಆಚಾರ್ಯ.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಆಚಾರ್ಯ.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಆಚಾರ್ಯ.